If this is an emergency,
Consolidated Dispatch Agency, it's Albert. How can I help you?
I need to report the Airbnbs next door. There's a very contagious and strong smell of an ashtray. It stinks
Oh,
so bad and it's making me feel sick and it's giving me a headache. And I could literally
all
smell it
right.
in my in
What
my
is the
in
address?
my closet and in my house. My address is
Do you know the
Tallahassee,
address
Florida
of the Airbnb?
32303.
Do you know the address of the Airbnb?
So if I'm standing at my front door, if I open my front door, it's the Airbnb to the left.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give
I don't
me
know if they
one
have like
moment. Let me
a
type this up
ashtray
for.
that's literally on the other side of my closet, and it's just they're just careless and they're just leaving it there. But I could literally smell it in my closet next door, and
Okay.
it's giving me a headache. It's making me feel sick, making me feel dizzy. It's making it difficult for me to breathe. I mean, I'm not even able to
Okay.
focus
Just want to confirm this
on
is like
studying
odor
my
of.
college notes and writing my notes for school. It's
Okay.
really making me uncomfortable. I mean, it's making me feel
I just
sick.
want to confirm this is like odor of cigarette. Is that correct?
It smells like a wet ashtray. Like I don't know if you've ever been around somebody who smokes and has an ashtray, and then the ashtray gets wet and it has that wet cyanide cigarette smell mixed with ashtray. It's what it smells like.
Okay. And um, what's the phone number that you're calling from in case we get disconnected?
It's 772-538-8586.
What's your name, sir?
Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad.
Okay. Give me one moment. Let me type this up for the officer, okay?
Sure. My first name is Omar, Omar, last name Fuad, Foxtrot, Oscar, Uniform, Alpha, Delta.
Okay, thank you.
And I noticed similar looking groups of kids are at the pool here in my community, and they don't live here. And they're vandalizing the pool in the gym area. They're punching holes in the walls, in the closet of the inside of the gym. They've got an ashtray sitting in the middle of the floor, and it reeks almost with a similar smell. And it's really really bad. They closed the pool. They had a sign that said the pool is closed. And when I was coming home from school yesterday, I was walking past the pool and I noticed those same kids that sometimes are sleeping at the Airbnb next door and doing drugs and engaging in prostitution and all types of illegal crimes. I saw them at the pool, so I said, "Oh, did they fix the pool?" And he caught an attitude, said, "What? What'd you say?" So I acted like, you know what? I'm not going to entertain him trying to fight me. So I just opened the pool door, the gate, walked in, looked at the pool. I noticed the pool was still filthy, still had mold and stuff on the stairs. So apparently they didn't
Hmm.
clean it or fix it. So I asked him,
Okay,
I
now
said,
just
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 to
want to
create
confirm for the
conversation with
officer,
him.
are any weapons involved?
I don't know. I didn't see any weapons other than the toxic smells. I didn't see any physical guns or anything. But just to create conversation with them, I said, they closed the
No.
pool. Now they opened
Again,
it and they didn't even clean the pool.
just
That's
want to
disgusting.
confirm, are you or anyone else in danger right now?
Yeah, considering what I just told you. Yeah,
No, I mean like in immediate bodily harm.
yeah, considering what I just told you. Yeah,
Okay, are you able to get yourself to safety?
I'm in my house. My door's locked. My
Okay,
windows are
so you are
locked.
safe. Is that correct?
I mean, to an extent of considering what I just said, I I don't know
Okay.
how to answer that question other
Now,
than
if you
what I
do see
just said.
someone, do not approach them and do not disturb anything at the scene. An officer will be dispatched as soon as possible. Call us back if anything changes or you have any further information. And would you like contact from the officer?
No.
All right, they'll be there as soon as possible. Okay.
All right. Lucretia, What's the case number to the complaint that I just called and made?
What's the address?
Tallahassee, Florida 32303.
Let me pull that address.
The address is.
One moment. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Mm. What's your name?
Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad.
Okay. I'm showing you called about a different address.
Yes, the Airbnb next door.
Okay, so what address did you call about?
Well, the address I just told you is mine. I was complaining about the
Yeah,
address
but
next door because
is
it's a.
that the address you gave? What address did you call? Did you give? Did you tell us to put a call in about?
It's the one next door. I don't even remember it, but if I open my front door, it's the Airbnb to the left of my house. It's literally right next door. The house that's on the left side of my house.
Okay, and what did you need?
The case number.
26-053237.
Hold on, you said. Let me write this down. You said 265.
26-053237.
26-053237.
Yes.
Does it say what the name of the officer put the report in?
No, sir. Nobody's been out there yet.
So who generated this report or this case number?
There is no report. We put a call in.
But the case number you just read off to me, who put that in?
That's just for the call that was put in.
Yeah, man, it literally smells like an ashtray. It's
Okay.
in my
I'm going to let you
closet,
go
but
now, okay?
say that again?
I'm going to let you go now, okay?
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain something to you. It smells like a wet ashtray mixed with
Okay. But that's
cyanide.
something you would need to explain to the officer when he comes out there, okay? There's nothing else I can do for you over the phone. You've already
Call that you put in.
Hello, it's Omar.
Hey, this is Officer Lane with the Tallahassee Police Department. I'm just calling about the call that you had with us. What's going on?
So the Airbnb to the left of my house, if I open my front door, it's the house that's directly to the left of mine. They've got some kind of ashtray, like a wet ashtray. It smells like cyanide and cigarette butts and whatever else they got in it. The smell is literally coming through the walls into my house, and my closet smells like the ashtray. And
Okay.
the smell is like compromising the air quality in my house as well. It's making me feel sick. It's giving me a headache. It's making it difficult for me to focus on writing my school notes for college and studying my school notes for college. I've got an exam coming up. I can't even
Well,
sleep. You know,
I regret to tell you this, but there's nothing we're gonna be able to do about your neighbor smoking cigarettes. That's not a criminal thing. You're gonna have to take that up with whoever's the owner of the Airbnb or the owner of the property that you stay at. That's not gonna be a police issue.
so at first they were using narcotics and doing that, and I reported them. They stopped using the narcotics after I filed a police report, and now they're purposely putting cigarette butts like literally wherever. I don't know how it's able to. They're able to get that smell in my closet because it's literally the house next door. But I don't know if they put a hole in the wall and just, like, poured cigarette butts in there or what. But that's what it literally smells like.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's the same group of kids that I see sometimes sleeping at the Airbnb next door. They were at the pool when I came home from school yesterday, and they don't even live here. And they were
okay.
at the pool, and the pool was closed. And apparently, they took the sign off the pool gate saying that it's closed, and they were inside. They were in that area of the pool area, and I noticed that the pool was open, So I said, "Oh, they opened the pool. They fixed the pool." And they caught an attitude like they wanted to fight me. They were like, "What? What'd you say?" So I didn't entertain them trying to fight me. So I just walked into the pool area to see if they fixed the pool. They didn't fix the pool. And then I opened the gym door, and the entire gym is vandalized. They punched holes in the closet of the gym and the inside, and then there's a big ashtray sitting in the middle of the floor with almost the same distinct smell. So they're sitting there rolling up tobacco joints with weed in it, or whatever narcotics they've got, the fake CBD or the fake THCA, whatever the hell they call it nowadays. And that's what it smells like. It's almost the same distinct smell.
Well, if the property owner wants to report the gym being vandalized, they're going to have to call us to make a report since it's their property. But as far as
It's
the
my
cigarette,
property, sir, and I've already reported it.
okay, so
I've reported it numerous times.
okay, well, like I told you, if they're just smoking cigarettes, there's nothing that can be done about that.
It doesn't smell like it's just cigarettes. That's the thing. The smell that's overwhelming is the cigarette. It's like wet cigarette butts, but it also smells like the tobacco leaf, like they're rolling some weed or some kind of narcotic in like some kind of tobacco leaf. But the smell of the tobacco of the cigarettes is overpowering the smell of
Okay,
everything
well,
else.
like I said, I'm sorry it smells like that. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that, but there's nothing that we can do about the smell of tobacco leaves. That's not going to be a crime. There's nothing that can really be done there. That's just going to be something that's going to have to be a civil issue. You're just going to have to speak with whoever. If you have anyone that's in charge of the property or anybody who can deal with that, that's who you're going to need to talk with because the police can't do anything about the smell of tobacco.
Okay, well here's the thing: it's making me sick. That's not a civil issue. That's a criminal issue because I've
That
already
is not.
reported it, and they're retaliating against me, and they're
It's not.
harassing me.
Listen, Mr. Omar, it's not a criminal issue for them to be smoking cigarettes. Like I said, I'm sorry that it's making you sick, but that cigarettes are perfectly legal and tobacco is perfectly legal, and even the THCA, CBD stuff is perfectly legal that they can get at smoke shops. So there's nothing that can be done here. If it's really bothering you that bad, you might need to look and see if you can move somewhere else because, like I said, there's nothing we can't do. We can't make them stop smoking cigarettes. We can't make them stop smoking tobacco. We can't make them stop smoking their legal CBD that they get from smoke shops. So none of that there's nothing we can do with that.
So let me ask you a question. You're a
Yes, sir.
police officer, right?
Yes.
Okay. If I start smoking, right, wherever you are, say you're in your house or you're in your office or you're in your car, and I'm right next to it, right, and I'm smoking, and you're coughing, it's making you sick, making you dizzy, making it difficult for you to even conduct business, right, as a police officer. Is that legal or is that a crime?
It's not a crime. It's perfectly legal for you to smoke a cigarette.
No, no, I'm not talking about smoking cigarettes. I'm talking about the way that they're smoking.
Listen, Mr.
It's a
Omar,
nuisance.
I'm not going to keep having this argument with you, okay? Like I've already explained to you, there's nothing criminal about the smell of cigarettes. I'm sorry it's bothering
It's
you.
not, sir, it's not just the smell of the cigarette, sir. It's the fact that they're doing that and it's making me sick, and I've reported it, and they're
Okay, but
still doing those things.
that doesn't change the fact that it's still not a crime and there's still nothing we can do about it.
So, okay, so you're telling me I have to go to the hospital, report it to a doctor, take those medical records to the courthouse, and put an injunction against them?
If you can try to do all that if that's what you want to do, but we can't come over there and arrest them or tell them to stop smoking cigarettes just because it's making you sick.
You could tell them to politely remove whatever ashtray they have on the opposite side of my closet because the smell is literally seeping into my house and it's making me sick.
If it's in their house, then no, we can't.
Why can't you? You've done it before.
Because it's their own private property and we can't force them to do anything they don't want to do. If I walk over there and tell them to do that and they say no, then there's nothing that can be done about that.
So you're more concerned about them saying no than actually trying to help me.
Because this is not a criminal issue.
Sir,
The police deal with crimes. This is not a crime. This is a
they've done
civil.
it before and they stopped using narcotics to the extent that they were using narcotics and the smell was seeping into my house. Now they're
Okay,
just leaving ashtrays and wet ashtrays and whatever else they've got in that ashtray, and the smell is seeping into my house. It literally smells like cyanide poisoning.
well, I'm sorry to hear that, but there's nothing that can be done about this. This is a civil matter.
That's not a civil matter, sir. I've
I'm
reported the
as a
same
police
thing
officer, I'm
over and
telling
over. They're retaliating against me.
Okay, and I'm sorry to hear that, but my answer continues to be the same. There's nothing further that can be done about the smell of cigarettes seeping into your house from your neighbor's house.
Sir, it's not okay for someone to retaliate against me. And there's a
It's
pattern
not
that's
a
forming that's
nothing I can
proving
do
that they're
about it.
retaliating against me. They're
There's
harassing
just
me maliciously.
nothing I can do about them smoking cigarettes in their own house.
Sir, it's not the fact that they're smoking cigarettes in their own house, and it's not their house, it's an Airbnb. They
Okay,
don't
well,
live
that's
there.
up to the Airbnb. Then, if you're having problems with the Airbnb, you need to speak with the owner of the Airbnb and let them know that the people who are staying in the Airbnb are smoking cigarettes in the Airbnb and it's seeping into your house. That is a problem you need to take up with the owner of the house there, and that is not a problem you need to take up with the police because nothing criminal is happening here. They're smoking cigarettes in their own house or the house that they are allowed to be at, which is a perfectly legal thing to do. And if the property owner has a problem with it, then that's something that they're going to have to deal with, but that is not a problem that the police are going to have to deal with because there's nothing at all criminal about that.
So how do I find out who's the owner of the Airbnb next door?
I am not entirely sure.
Well, what do you recommend I do then, sir?
I'm not entirely sure that all of this is out of my wheelhouse. None of this involves the police. This is just typical people problems. This is not a police issue. There's nothing the police can do about this. This is just something that the two of you are just going to have to figure out amongst yourselves. Or I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you, man. All I can tell you is that there's nothing that the police can do about the fact that you don't like the fact that your neighbors are smoking and the smell is getting into your house. It's not a criminal issue if they're smoking in their own house or if they're smoking outside and you don't like the smell. I'm sorry, but it's just a sucky situation is really all it is. There's nothing we can do about that. That we deal with crimes and that's not a crime.
So it's okay for somebody to make somebody sick intentionally?
It's okay for them to smoke cigarettes in their house.
No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is it's okay for them to intentionally make somebody sick.
All right, I'm not going to have this conversation with you anymore, Mr. Omar. I've already explained to you numerous times that this is not a crime, this is not a police issue, and so I'm
Sir,
going to
you
hang
don't want to
up.
have this
Okay.
conversation because you're avoiding the fact that I'm telling you it's making me sick.
Okay. All right. Bye, Mr. Omar.
Lori, what's the number to the case number of the complaint that I just made?
I don't know who you are. What's the address?
Tallahassee, Florida 32303.
Okay, one moment. Okay, it's still an active call, but the incident number is 53237 with the police department.
What's the entire number? Read it off to me. Does it start with 26?
Okay, the entire number is PD 2026-040-2000-53237.
Okay, hold on a second. PD 2026. What else?
040 2000 53237.
PD 2026 040200053237.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what do I do about these kids vandalizing the pool and the gym? And
Okay, you'll need to talk to the officer. Have you seen the officer yet?
no, I just talked. He called me and I explained it to him, and
Okay,
he
you have
pretty
to
much
talk to him
said there's
directly.
nothing he
I
could do
cannot
about
give
that.
advice. I can't give advice here sitting as a call taker with 911. You have to speak to the officer directly. Do you need them to call you back?
He called me from his number. I think I could just should I just call that same number back?
If you choose to, that's fine. I just can't answer those type of questions. Okay.
Okay, what time does it say that they put the report in?
Okay. It went in at 5:51.
Aisha, what is the exact day and time that they put this report in? PD 2026040200053237.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just want to confirm, was the last 5 digits 53227? Is that correct?
53237.
53237. Give me 1 second. And who is this, Mr. Omar?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a call for service was put in on. It was today at 5:51 a.m.
What's the exact date today?
April the 2nd.
Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 5:51 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Does it say what the officer's name is who put the report in?
Um, it says. Give me 1 second. Did the officer already show up, or are you waiting for them?
I don't know. He called me. He pretty much said he couldn't do anything about it, but he also didn't want to talk to me about it when I told him the smell was making me sick.
Okay. It shows the officer. Would you like his badge number?
I need to know the name and badge number of the officer who put this report in.
Okay, so I have the badge number, but unfortunately I do not have the name. But his badge number is P615, Police 615.
Could you find out what the officer's name is?
I can try. Give me 1 second. Unfortunately, I do not have his name. Actually, I tried to look for it, but it doesn't say a name for him.
Let me speak to a supervisor.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Talbert, how can I help you?
I need to know what the officer's name and badge number is who put in this report. PD2026040200053237. Today on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 5:51 a.m.
It's going to be Police 615.
Say that again.
It's going to be Police 615. I don't have their name, but that's the dispatch number.
Could you find out what the officer's name is?
No, sir.
Why not?
I don't have access to it.
So how do I find out what the name is of the officer?
You can ask the officer that when they get there.
No, I didn't ask an officer to come to my house. I'm asking you what the name of the officer is so I could document it.
I don't have that information, sir. If you want to know that,
Hold on,
you can.
somebody's calling me. It might be him. Hold on a second. Hello, this is Omar.
Yes, sir. I was told that you wanted me to call you back for something.
No, I was trying to find out what the officer's name and badge number is who put in the report. PD
Layman 615.
2026040200053237. Today on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 5:51 a.m. so I could document it.
Layman 615.
How do I spell it?
LEHMANN 615.
LEH
MANN 615.
MAN 615. Does he have a first name?
Nope.
How do I find out his first name?
His first name's Officer.
How do Officer?
Yes.
No, what's his first name?
Officer.
He's named Officer?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm being serious. What's his first name?
We don't give out first names.
Since when?
since we don't have to. We give out our last name and our badge number, and we don't have to give out our first names if we don't want to. My first name is Officer, my last name is Lehman, and my badge number is 615.
Oh, you're Officer Lehman.
Yep.
Oh, well, you know my first name. Why can't I know your first name?
So I won't tell you. I don't have to.
Why are you being so rude?
Did you call back just to get a case number and my name and badge number?
Yes.
Okay, well you've got that information now. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, I want to know why you're being so rude.
Because I've already given you my information, and I've already explained to you that I don't have to give you my first name, and I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Did I do something to you to make you feel uncomfortable?
Is there anything else I can help you with, Mr. Omar?
That's a great question. So, what do you recommend I do about them vandalizing the pool and the gym and leaving cigarette butts and
All of that,
ashtrays in there in the gym also, and
all of that is
drinking
going to
like
be up to whoever.
cigarettes and
All that
ashtray?
the property manager. The property manager is going to have to call and file a report. Whoever owns the property.
I own the property.
You do not own the gym and the pool of the complex that you live in.
I own my home. I paid $240,000 for it. I have a key to the gym. I have every right to be in that gym, every right to use that pool.
That doesn't mean that you own it.
I do own it.
The owner of the pool and the gym is going to be the property manager of the entire complex, not just one resident.
Okay. I own my property that I live in.
Okay, but you don't own the pool and the gym. So whoever is the manager of the entire property is going to be the person that's going to need to report about the vandalism of the pool and the gym.
So if they don't report it and they're using that area to commit crimes and it's affecting my home where I live, which is directly in front of it, literally, what do I do then?
If the property manager does not want to report that their pool or their gym has been vandalized, and they do not believe that their pool or their gym was vandalized, then that is their perfect right that they don't have to report that if they don't want to. However, since they are the one that is going to be in charge of the pool and the gym, they are the ones that have to be the one to file the report and make the decision whether or not they want to do that.
So I reported this before, right? And they said, and the officer, I'm not sure if it was you're the same officer, but another officer who sounds similar to you. They said something about uh, there's no signs on the pool that says, people are trespass. You can't trespass if you don't live here and things like that. Ever since then, when I reported that to the officer and he said that, they put a sign on the gate of the pool. But now they vandalized it even more.
Okay, and then that will be up to whoever the property manager of the entire complex is to report it and decide whether or not they want to do anything with that information. So I would suggest that as soon as it hits about 8 a.m. when people start coming into work, you would call whoever's going to be at the front desk of that complex, whoever's in charge of the property, and let them know what's going on and tell them that how you're being affected. And if they decide that they want to go forward and make a report, then they're more than welcome to do so. But in order to get that started, the owner of the property is going to have to be the one to file that report, not just a resident of the complex.
Not just a resident of the complex. Wow. So, say for example, I don't notify anybody but the police for several reasons, but just say I don't notify anybody but the police and I only file a police report. Is it overlooked
What do you mean is it overlooked?
that they're committing crimes in my community?
There's no crime that has been committed because there's no victim of the crime.
I'm a victim of the crime.
You are not the victim of the crime because you don't own the pool or the gym, so you can't report
They're
that you are the victim of the
harassing me though. Literally, when I leave my house, when I come home from school, they're harassing me. It's the same little group of kids.
All
Some of
you
them are
said is
young,
that
some of
there's
them
no.
are old, but it's the same bunch of group of little hoodlums.
Okay. I will make sure to document all of that.
All right, thank you, sir.